Hello, bridge players. Welcome once again to the discussion of the bidding contest hands. This time for November, December 2022. Let's hear from Mark. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Henry. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Well, summer's coming for you, but it's the opposite for us, of course.
Well, we're gonna check 4 problems from last month.
Yeah, it was a strange set because there were 3 or 4 easy ones, but 3 or 4 that caused a lot of trouble.
Well, we started with this hand, which was number 3, where we have 0 high card points. The only honor we have is the 10 of spades. It's a 6-5, and partner showed an 18-19 balanced hand.
Yeah. So, I mean, what was remarkable to me was that almost over 50% of competition entrants thought they should pass 3 no trump. When, if you think about it, partner's going to have 18-19 bounce, your hand's going to be completely useless.
Yeah, he's going to have a very hard time doing tricks with our hand. In fact, nothing.
Yeah. He's going to make his high cards, and that's it. The popular bid on the panel, but which was less than 1 in 20, got top marks on this, was to bid 4 clubs to try and find a fit in one of the suits you were going to show a 2-suiter.
Then we have hand number 5, where we had 11 high card points. We had passed originally, and partner double 1 club by third hand opener, and south bid 1 spade, and it's our turn. We have a 4-3-3-3 with 4 diamonds, ace king queen in hearts, tight.
Yeah. Well, when we talked about this one last month, I thought everybody would just bid 2 clubs because that seemed to be the obvious bid to me. But because I'm still a dinosaur who thinks double shows 4 spades. But apparently, that was 100 years ago, according to Tim.
Yeah, one of them said it was 100 years ago. I was amazed by that comment because very few people mentioned the 4 spades cards. I thought people were going to be saying, you know, this shows 4 cards in spades, but I prefer to do this instead of.
Yeah, well, yeah, a couple of, I think Sophia Valdez and Robson both meant, even though this probably shows 4 spades, it's probably still the best bid.
Yeah. Somebody even said that Sykes were prohibited.
Well, they are effectively because, I mean, 30 years ago, if the auction went a club double a spade, the spade bidder had 3 most of the time. Well, 50% of the time it would be a Syke. Now, though, it seems that you can bid that once with a partner, but you can't bid it a second time with the same partner. Otherwise, it becomes treated as an implicit agreement.
Yeah.
So it's not so basically because I don't remember in the last 20 years anybody bidding it against me with less than 4. So
wow.
So maybe that is true. I mean, I don't remember the last time I bid it with 3.
And then we have hand number 6, where we had a 7-4-2. A very nice 7-4-2 because we have ace king queen jack in our 7 card suit. And partner beat the spades twice. We have king second in spades, avoid in suit, and I chose 4 clubs in this auction.
Yeah, because if partner's got a heart control, we surely want to play a slam.
Yeah.
The danger with 4 clubs, of course, is that if he doesn't have a heart control, he bids 4 spades, and you probably want to play in 5 diamonds now.
Yeah, but what about if he controls hearts? Don't you want to play in 6 diamonds too?
Yes, indeed. Yes. Yeah, but that's okay, you see, because if it goes 4 clubs, 4 hearts, 6 diamonds, he'll get the message.
Right.
But if it goes 4 clubs and he bids 4 spades and you bid 5 diamonds, is that just another cue bid? that's not so clear that five, because four clubs ostensibly agree spades.
And I think it was the lowest scoring by people on BBO, by the competitors, as you call them.
Was hand eight, yeah.
Yeah, hand eight, where we have a 6-4 in the majors. We started with one spade, and they showed minors, and now they are in three clubs. We have a void in clubs, three diamonds, and I didn't like the final answer here. And we
No, I
talked
didn't
about
either.
this hand. We mentioned that the double was
Yeah.
not really good, but
Well, I don't know.
in fact, one of the panelists said that he liked the double because it even gave the possibility to partner to pass, which we
I know.
said.
I mean, I think Larry Cohen commented that generally you want to avoid doubling when you have a void because partner passes far too often.
Yeah.
I mean, even if partner's got queen to five clubs, do we really want to defend three clubs here? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
So there were lots of bids you could make. I thought three diamonds was the right bid.
Yeah.
The panel who didn't double sort of were split between three diamonds and four clubs as a way of showing four hearts. The idea is that if you bid three or four hearts, it shows five, and you've got 5-5. And if you bid three diamonds or four clubs, it shows 6-4.
Well, let's check the problems for November and December.
Well, even though I said I thought last month there were three or four sort of easy tens, I think this month is the opposite. I don't think there's maybe one, maybe none.
Wow. Well, here I see a lot of bidding here in this one.
Quite a testing set of problems, I think, this month. Now, I interviewed Jessica Larson this week for my new book, World Class, the new version of World Class. And she had this hand at the table.
Okay.
And she says she's still getting stick from her partner or her boyfriend for what she did at the table.
Okay.
But this is proving not to be an easy hand at all. I think I've got 12 panelists have answered so far, and I've got 5 different bids.
Wow.
On this one.
All right. Well, let me see, because I'm even not quite settled with the meaning of things. I mean, I think we could even pass here.
Yeah, well, some panelists thought four diamonds was forcing, others didn't.
We have, I think, a working card with it, which is the ace of clubs, but I think the king of hearts, it's of no value to partner here, I would say.
Well,
although maybe partner has ace doubleton in hearts. Who's to say?
The question is, what sort of shape do we think partner is? Because he didn't. He could have, if he just had diamonds, he could have bid three diamonds over two clubs.
Yeah.
If you double and jump, that surely forces. Should surely say it's a very good hand.
Maybe he's got a 6-4. You want to play 4 spades with a 4-3?
Well, he had 6-5 at the table. 4 spades was the winning bid at the table. You could make 10 tricks in diamonds or 10 tricks in spades. No, well, he had ace king queen to 5 singleton, ace queen jack 10 to 6 singleton was his hand. They didn't play standard Michaels.
Oh.
So 1 heart, 2 hearts would have shown spades and clubs. So they didn't have a bid for spades and diamonds.
That's, as you say, that's a very important piece of information.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at hand number 2, where they open 2 spades, partner bid 3 hearts, 3. Now we have this 13 high card point hand with 6 solid clubs, and
I think there were
queen third.
There were four possible choices here, I think.
4 possible choices. Well, I would say double, 3-note trump, 4 clubs, and 4 spades.
Yeah, not that 4 spades, 5 clubs. Perhaps.
5 clubs, okay.
Well, the question is, Some panelists have mentioned that they play, and indeed we do, that 4 clubs here is a cube of green hearts. If you have clubs, you have to bid 3 no trump or 5 clubs.
Okay.
And it depends on what you think double shows. Double, does it ask for something in spades? If so, is he going to bid 3 no trump with Jack X? Yeah, I think the choices are going to be 3 no trump, double, 4 clubs, maybe 5 clubs.
Well, let's have a look at hand number 3, where partner showed 4 spades by doubling their 1 heart overcall. We have a 6-5 with a double ton in hearts. We open 1 diamond, so, and it's quite a nice hand. I mean, this is a hand that some people would have had to open this hand in 2 clubs because it's really strong. Of course,
Yeah.
it's 2 suited, so it's really hard to beat if you start with 2 clubs.
Yeah, because it goes 2 clubs, 2 hearts, past 4 hearts back to you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you wish you'd
you
opened
haven't
the
shown
diamond.
anything.
Is 3 clubs forcing?
I was thinking about 4 clubs.
Yeah, but is 3 clubs forcing? If 3 clubs is not forcing, then 4 clubs is clubs. If 3 clubs is forcing, then 4 clubs is a cube in a green spades.
You're right.
That's the general principle of how you know whether a bid is a cubit or natural.
How about 5 spades?
That will be a popular choice. I mean, I've got 5 different bids in so far from the panel.
Wow.
2 of them are Sykes.
Wow. Let me mean like what? 4 hearts?
Yeah, one panelist decided they'd make a psychic splinter of 4 hearts.
Yeah.
And the other one bid a psychic exclusion Blackwood of 5 hearts.
Wow.
Saying he was intending to. He was always going to bid 6 spades, but he did 5 hearts on the way to try and deflect the lead.
Yeah.
There's 3 other bids that I've had, which are 5 spades is one.
Okay.
4 spades is another.
Too little.
And 3 hearts.
All right. So yeah, this hand you've got to try either 3 hearts, 5 spades. I think those are the 2 logical alternatives. Over 4 spades, there's no way partner is going to continue.
No, I agree. I mean, I predict that a fair number of the competitors will bid 4 spades. 4 spades may well be the most popular bid amongst the competition entrants, but it's not enough.
Let's continue with hand number 4, where we've got support for partner and a 7-card suit with a headed by the ace king, and we've got a void too. A void in heart. So is 4 hearts a splinter?
Yeah. Yep. 4 hearts is a splinter.
So I guess you could be the 4 hearts, although a splinter should have like a queen more than this. Another option is to beat 4 spades right away, I guess.
Well, I've got votes for 4 hearts, 4 spades, 2 clubs, and 2 no trump.
Oh wow, Jacoby! Wow, I think I prefer the splinter to 2 clubs and to no trump. Yeah. I don't like those 2.
I had the hand at the table.
Okay.
And I had a way to show a void. And then a number of the panelists said they play 4 hearts as a void. Because you play 3 no trump as an undisclosed singleton. Well, we play it the other way around. We play 3 no trump as the undisclosed void. And partner bids 4 clubs to ask which one, and now you can bid 4 spades to show hearts.
Of course. Low, medium, high.
So if you can differentiate between a singleton and a void, all the better. But if you can't, then 4 hearts is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether it shows a void for you or whether it shows a singleton, and you have a way to show a void. And a couple of the panelists said that they play 3 no trump to show the void, but without that they would bid 4 hearts. Which is fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, let's see hand number 5. We go now to match points. And they open 1 club, and we have 15 high card points.
This is probably going to be the easy one of the month.
Yeah, 1 no trump.
Well, I hate 1 no trump. I tried to make my hand as bad as it could be for a one-no trump overcall, but still, I think it'll probably still be the most popular bid on the panel. Everybody will say, oh, well, I would have opened one-no trump, so I've got a balance 15-17. I mean, the choices are obviously, well, pass is not really an option. One diamond, double, and one no trump.
Yeah.
And I confess I would not bid a no trump on it.
You would
And
double?
I suspect that I would bid a diamond personally, but I suspect that won't be a popular choice on the panel. Put this hand in primarily to see how bad a hand people will overcall a no trump on. And the answer is very bad.
Yeah. Okay, hand number 6. Another match point hand where we bid one spade over one heart. Now partner bids 2 clubs. We've got 6 card support for clubs. Avoid in partner's first suit. 2 queens and an ace. And well, this is quite a nice hand, of course. So I suppose we could bid 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 4 clubs.
That's certainly one possibility. Yeah. 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 4 clubs, 5 clubs. Those are all options.
5 clubs. Well, 5 clubs. It's a little high, but yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll give you a clue as to how. This is a strange game that we play. Where you can see how often. I mean, you have a problem that's presented to a panel of 20 experts, and you get 5 different views of what the right thing to do is.
Yeah.
Now, this is the extreme example. Bear in mind that Cohen and Bergen were long-time partners.
Yeah.
So you'd think they would be on a similar wavelength.
Yeah, I would expect them to.
Well, Larry did 2 diamonds and constructed a hand which had a spade void, queen to 3, void, queen to 5, king, queen 1, ace, king to 4, where you could make a grand slam.
All right.
And Marty said, unless your partner puts down perfect dummies every time, this is an automatic pass.
Wow.
So if you wanted an extreme example of how even regular partners think completely differently about a hand, there it is. One's looking for a grand slam, one wants to pass 2 clubs.
Let's move on to hand number 7. They open 1 diamond, we passed because we have, even though we have 11 high card points, we have 1 spade and 3 diamonds. But then they bid 1 spade, and the partner entered the bidding with 2 clubs. Awesome. Now they supported spades, 2 spades, and we have again these 11 high card points, which are 2 aces. One of them is a singleton ace, the one in spades, and 5 card support for clubs. That's awesome. It's match points. I suppose we could double. We could be the 3 spades, and that's about it.
I'll tell you that I've already got 7 different bids from the panel.
Oh Lord, 7. Okay, what are they?
3 spades, 4 spades, double, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, 4 clubs, and 5 clubs.
Wow.
Take your pick.
Yeah, exactly.
3 spades is obviously an option. 4 spades, well, it's a splinter.
Okay, and the last hand, we go back to imps. We have a 7-5. That's not a common distribution at all. And well, I think the king of clubs, it's useless. But we could easily have a slam if partner has ace of hearts and king of spades, right? So I suppose you could bid 3 hearts, you could bid 4 clubs, 4 spades. How can I improve my chances to find the right cards in partner's hand?
I've got bids so far for 3 hearts, 4 clubs, 4 diamonds, and 5 diamonds. One of the things to think about is how's the auction likely to go. I mean, what's likely to happen next?
Of course, it would depend on how much space we give North. I like 5 diamonds because it seems logical. But
5 diamonds, I've been persuaded that 5 diamonds is the best bid. Well, the argument that persuades me is that you're not going to be allowed to play in four spades. Chances are, whatever else you bid, lefty's going to bid five clubs next. You're going to have to get to the five spade. You're going to have to go to five spades anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, then you might as well find out if he has two key cards, and then you can bid a slam. And at the table, it was quite hard because partner had Jack 10 extra spades and the ace of clubs. So six spades was on the spade finesse through the bidder. He had 10 double to the heart.
Okay.
So the hearts were okay, but you could overtake the king of clubs to get to dummy to take the spade finesse, which worked.
Well, you said anyway that you have five different options so far.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, I bid votes for three hearts, four clubs, four diamonds, and five diamonds.
yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty nice month to score, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be two or three hands which will be difficult to score. You know, they'll end up scoring 10-9, 8-8 or 10-9, 9-8 because all the bids are close. You know, there's going to be hands where the panel are voting 7-6, 6-5. You know, so you know, as long as you pick one of the sensible bids, you'll get a decent low. You'll get 7-8. You know, 7-8, 9-10. Because even though that there are lots of good options, it's hard to pick which one's going to be the 10. But if you don't hit that, you get 9 or 8. So
Yeah. Well, Mark, thank you very much
yeah,
for this commentary and
to the end of another year. That's 2 years now.
yeah,
We've been doing this, and we've gone from 100 to 3,500. So we must be doing something right.
yeah.
We will speak with you again next month and
Sure
start the
thing.
new year.
Sure thing. Have a nice time and see you again next month. And well, I hope you had a nice input from Mark's and my comments. And we'll see you again next month with some more discussion of bridge situations for the BBO bidding contest. Remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. See you soon.